Say, Daddy, what are you doing?
Dad, what are you doing?
Got to make it harder. It's yeah, it's not hard enough. I'm starting to adapt to the altitude, and I'm taping this around so less air escapes. There's a little bit of air escaping. I've got this thing on 10, doesn't go any higher, so it's replicating about 12 to 14,000 feet, I would have to guess. Normally you would check using an O2 monitor like this, but I'm just going by dissolved blood oxygen, and yeah, I'm gonna seal it off a little bit better. The next two ones have to count. They're the last ones before I go. Cut. That's when you hit the button. Hit the button to stop. It does.
Oh.
All right. Riding Zwift, doing some intermittent hypoxic training. So if you see the generator over there, I've got that sucker running at 10.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, it's an oxygen generator, or hypoxic generator. It actually takes oxygen out of the air. You have a little chocolate on your lips. Anyway, so I am in the midst of training for probably one of the hardest things I've ever done on the bike, ever. I climbed to Mauna Kea, which started out as a side trip off of our vacation to Hawaii. Figured I'd see if I could try this supposedly toughest Strava segment in the world, according to multiple sources, and called up Vegan Cyclist. He was into it. Did some research with Alex Candelario, who runs Big Island tours, and he said, you know what, that's been done before. You should do the impossible hill climb. And I said, what's that? So he explained that it's the gravel backside of Mauna Kea. So cheers. This is my last session. Hopefully it'll take the edge off. Haven't been here very long, but man, it's crazy. Tropical bird sounds everywhere. These crazy plants. Just getting ready to go for a little test spin of the Grail, and the sky just opened up. Big showers and rains and flowers everywhere. And if you can see in the distance, amazing waterfalls. Wow. So, nothing like doing something that's never been done before. I was sold the second I heard that. All right, boys and girls, it's happening. Actually here, landing in Kona, Hawaii. So this whole idea was sort of like a brainstorm a couple months ago when my wife said, hey, we should go with the family to Hawaii on a vacation. And I knew just a few islands over on the Big Island is the site of the world's toughest Strava segment. Right. Trying to unpack my stuff here. I'm a Big Island bike tour. I can barely keep my bike box from floating away because if you can tell, it is absolutely ripping. This is at 13, 14,000 feet. I don't know. Could be pretty insane. So it's intense.
I tried to ride yesterday.
Yeah, you get blown around.
And I went down to the beach, and bro, it was terrible. I was actually screaming, going down the steps, being like, ah.
Yeah, good thing we're not doing a triathlon with a crew bike. Can you imagine being with like a disc wheels? It's windy enough to blow the spit out of your mouth. So it's gonna be interesting. it'll be very entertaining. I'm not sure how good it'll be like for actually trying to get up on the mountain. Unless it calms down tomorrow, we're gonna be screwed.
I know it sounds like a vegan excuse, but dude.
We're having our pre-briefing here, just talking about like, oh, I got some stuff on that part of my macaroon. I think maybe got on the lens. Yeah, so we're talking about how pretty much everything with this trip so far has been like a uber challenge of trying to like pull stuff together, logistics, last minute stuff.
You want to hear about vegan excuses?
Yeah, it's a patented thing, man. So what's this with your knee?
Well, I had a knee injury after Dirty Kansas, and then I couldn't ride at all. And then so I got on the physical therapy program, and all's been good, and I've actually not even thought about my knee. And after the plane ride, I don't know, it's like it just feels there's this weird tinge, like it doesn't hurt, but it's like this weird feeling inside. And it makes me feel like at some point on this ride tomorrow, it's gonna explode into pieces. But oh, good. Like, dude, I will
Explode into pieces.
I will permanently damage my leg to complete this ride.
All right. So with that, I will also permanently risk permanent damage to finish this ride. Well, I like to think of it this way, and Alex can back me up on this. It's not always about conquest. Sometimes it's about, you know, the experience, and it's about exploration. And I think that's what's different about this is we're trying to pioneer a route. You said no one's ever done it?
Not that I know of.
Is there a Strava segment for it?
No, Barry Wicks was going to do it last year, and then we ran out of time, and he was going to come back and do it, and then the mountain got closed. So
sorry, Barry. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it before you.
Barry's not going to be happy with me about this, but
well, Barry and I are friends. He can do it faster. That's
yeah. You're setting down the precedent, and he's going to beat you now.
Yeah.
Keep rolling, going through some cool forest, and then you kind of have some chunky mountain bike stuff in here. And then it's just kind of up and down, up and down, up and down, chunky. Now it starts to get smooth, and then this is kind of right where you're gonna tee back into.
That's where they switch to the ultimate.
And then top. But this, you know, the dirt starts at 9,200 feet again. So you got a little recovery point where you only got some 18% pitches on the pavement to deal with. And then you
sounds like a barrel of monkeys.
You get up to the visitor center. You got 4 miles of dirt. And
what hour do you think we'll hit that?
Well,
like
I don't
5
know,
hours.
I'm thinking that you probably.
6 hours,
I'm thinking you're probably
7
going to hit
hours.
here at about noonish, 12:30.
Okay, that's perfect time.
If you start about 6:30, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying you get off this dirt into this pavement section by about 12:30, and then depending on how you feel, weather's good.
All right, here's the Bella viewer fly through. We start with this most insane pitch, steepest paved mile in America. Go through this crazy jungle rainforest thing. I mean, it's mud, absolutely nuts. We hit a short bit of pavement, and then on to this 43-mile mono road, which was 3 hours of headwind, loose rocks. It was so windy, we were like hiding behind the Jeep when we stopped to refuel our water bottles. This section is just absolutely spectacular. Then we get to this section, I guess right around the halfway point where I took off and went ahead, and it is just rude. I mean, the Jeep tracks like La Ruta de los Conquistadors, mud, sections of big volcanic bricks everywhere. So excited that we finally get around to this familiar section, which we reconned the day before. But man, it was like 6 hours in. And then you hit like the Pikes Peak hill climb. I mean, absolutely insane. So difficult to describe, but the visual gives you an idea. Okay, wondering why no one's ever done this before? Let me just give you an idea. 40 miles, 42 miles of this, just loose, raw pumice. Underneath of that is sand, inches deep. Woo! This is gonna be really tough. Surface is good for the grail though. I think with these tires, we should be on the bike 99% of the time. But yeah, just to get to this point, we're probably looking at 5 hours and then another 3 hours to climb that last 10 miles. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Riding into the clouds.
Wow. Dude, that was awesome. Just coming this way. Such a sweet shot. Just gotta trust me. All right. Yeah, this time tomorrow we're gonna be in the hurt locker. So we're laughing now. All right. Trying to get ready for this thing. We've got a bag full of gear for the top. We've got food and water refuels for a couple points where we'll be able to meet up with Big Island tours in the lower sections of the climb. Yeah, a little bit nervous, a little excited, all the above. As you can see, it's like we're down here at sea level at the beach, and we're gonna dip our tires in the ocean over here and then climb up to the sky, to the tundra, to the top of the world. It's gonna be pretty crazy. That's a bright light. Wow. Yeah, this is absolutely epic backdrop. So here we go to the mouth of the river.
See some sand skills.
I think this is really neat. We're actually starting right where the river meets the ocean, and there's something symbolic about it because we're gonna go and climb to where all rivers start, the tops of mountains. And you know, I think when we do big stuff like this, you realize how small the world is and how interconnected it is. And I think the whole goal of doing things like this is not conquest, but exploration. So I like to say this is like cheers to exploration, respect and honor of the great earth we live on. It's absolutely beautiful and worth protecting. Just look at this place. Yes, there it is. Dipping the tires in the ocean. It's gonna be awesome.
So the ceremonial.
All right, leaving the beautiful coastline. Heading up to the first pitch, which is an incredible climb with 25% pitches. A really brutal way to start this thing, but kind of epic way too. Yes. Completely epic. This is like wet, muddy jungle, and in like 4 hours we'll be in like a dry desert. Just wild change of scenery, and then tundra, and then snow. Just nuts. And it's like 80 degrees and steamy down here. What the heck? This is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just like 25% pitches. Just gotta pump your shoulders just to get the gear moving. I'm gonna paperboy a little bit. Oh, I mean, the first climb was unbelievable. I mean, it's so steep. We descended down this in the dark in the Jeep, and like, it is just ridiculous ribbon of pavement. I'm barely turning over this compact gearing. This counts as leg day, bro. I feel like I'm doing squats. I mean, I'm straight up slipping out with this huge tire in the back. Gosh. Is it like illegal to pave stuff this steep?
Yeah, this has to be against some zone, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty much disqualifies like most
Ah,
of your average cyclists.
yeah. Yeah, I slip out and crash. Like, you know, it's a tough climbing. Your arms are more tired than your legs.
That old lactic arms.
Yeah. Note to self, I need like a 30 tooth mountain bike chainring. Oh my gosh. 2 miles in, the pace or the gradient is eased off to like 12%, so I can ride with one arm. Give you an idea how steep it was back there. I was spinning out with a full-on 40C knobby tire on pavement. It was just nuts. The sun is about to greet us at the top of the first pitch.
First 2 miles.
Yeah, it's 2 miles down and like 60 almost to go. 58 miles left.
I'm running 34.
Well, how about that? Whoa. Hear that? It's wild boars. Yikes, dude. You see him?
No, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
All right. That's a unexpected treat. Yeah, some crazy slick routes up here. Well, it's improving, but we're still not out of the woods, or out of the thick of it, so to speak. We got these icy, crazy slick routes, but we're almost back up to the main road. Okay. You're supposed to embrace the suck. Well, we're embracing some suck. This is some seriously slick wet grass and roots. And this grass is like it's like a sawgrass or something. It definitely is super scratchy. I can handle this stuff. The off-road is kind of my bag, but VC is having a little test. It's all right. Just use your patience. Just embrace the suck. There's awesome levels of suck going on right here. So this road probably hasn't been driven in a long time, and it's like a complete jungle of grasses and these spectacular tall trees. I am going to be so stoked to see some pavement up here, hopefully in about a half mile. Okay, this is definitely the old road. You can see bits of broken up pavement. I mean, I'm sure I've seen better days. Get it? There you go. He's coming around. He's coming around. A little rusty there at first, but I actually think we're on the right route, which is almost laughable. I would probably say, aside from that gate back there, This is pretty crazy. No, sweet pavement.
Okay, which way now?
I think the map should show. Pull up your I'm pretty sure it's left. All right.
It doesn't even show that. Or are we here and it's just off?
Yeah, we're slightly to the left of it. I think we go straight and then left. Oh, there it is.
It won't show me.
Yeah, we go left, I think.
Left?
I believe so. No reception?
No.
I think we go left.
Well, we'll double back if need.
Yeah. We'll get it. I think we're on. That implies if we can go up, we should go up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What I had in mind. Some abandoned road. So your map should show a straight line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe there's no reception. Not even like enough to refresh the map. Our bearing should be pretty much due south till we get to that road. Fucking GXP. This is pretty dope. Definitely not worry about any traffic. I think this is the Hawaii people don't know exists. Like, even know that it's out there. A lot of real wild places here.
Definitely.
There we go.
A grail course.
Yeah.
No way you're doing this.
Super. Super testing. Really frustrating with these like marbly volcano rocks. It's so loose, it's like chalk. The wet roots and grass with the dew on them. Definitely beautiful and remote out here. Like, where are we? I just hope we're not lost. Crossing my fingers, we're gonna see Alex up here just like, hey guys. Still in the jungle. Remember in Lord of the Rings where Frodo and Bilbo go into the forest of the Ents?
Uh-huh.
And like the trees come to life?
That's them. That's these.
Yeah. Mmm. Young hobbit. Wow. So this is a forest of endangered trees. And suddenly I don't feel like I need to pedal really fast for a second. Just take it in. This is just spectacular. Oh man, so rad. Nuts. Holy cow. So, back at it. I don't know, what do we got, a couple thousand feet of climbing? We're not making a lot of ground here. I think we've gone like 8 miles in the last 2 hours. Whew. Okay. We're doing good. Doing good. This is definitely a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. We're like 3 hours in now. 4,000 feet. Maybe 4,200 feet. And then up here at about what would be the top of a lot of the biggest climbs in the Alps, 5,200 feet of climbing, and we got all that to go, and then the snowy peaks behind it. It's absolutely unreal. 3 3.5 hours in. All right, getting a little worried about Tyler. We're about halfway in, and yeah, this is like pretty extreme expedition level ride. I mean, we're probably 4 hours in at 7,000 feet climbing, and a lot more to go. Not even to the big part. Yeah, how you feeling?
I'm good, I'm just out of water.
Ah, okay.
Chasing the crowd all the way down, doing the light. Map of the stars.
This climb is beyond explanation. It smoothed out a little, but there are these pitches of just evil bedrock. Barely rideable rubble. But there's one sure cure for pain and discomfort, and that's just the beauty of the space here. This is just amazing with these wildflowers covering the whole mountainside. Awesome. Shit. Whoa. 7 hours, 30 minutes in, 9,200 feet. I've got a whole columbine and sugar loaf put on top of that to get to the top. That wall there, the gray switchbacks, it's gonna be the worst part. So I've been climbing for 7 hours up and down. And then to turn this corner, I'm at about 8,000 feet. Breathing pretty hard. I need to get to 14,000 feet. So do the math. Whoa. Welcome to the realm of the gods. 13,300 and climbing. Final pitch. 800 vertical to go. I got this. Getting a little bit lightheaded. Simple math becoming a problem. Just so much, but this is nothing compared to what some people have to go through in life. So I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do this. It's like the moon up here. It's gonna take a long time to explain what just went down. By far, one of the craziest things I've ever done on a bike, ever. Did it, I made it, the impossible climb is possible. Don't make class limits for yourself. You can do anything. If I can do this. All right, This is the worst part of the wall. The steep, nasty. Come on, you got it. This next section is gonna suck immeasurably. It's like thick like that, like 5-inch deep gravel, but you gotta just get past that, and then it turns into pavement. It gets easier, and it's like beautiful paved climb. Once you get around this corner, of course, I'm totally lying to him. It's actually like a half an hour of this, and it's deep too, man. I'm telling you, each one of these ripples is like. All right, he's at the, I think so. We're at the critical juncture though. Temperature's dropping and it's gonna get dark. And take a little look at that. Do you see those switchbacks up there?
Is that road? Or is
Yeah,
that
that's the road. It's
is this no more? Is this
it's
it?
pavement, yeah. You got it. I think you're gonna get it. Keep it going. I mean, this is the part of the climb that just blew my mind. Like, you get past that super nasty section where you have to get off and walk for a section, and you see these switchbacks here that are just zigging and zagging, but then you look up at the peak and there's that stack of switchbacks at the very top. I mean, it is just wicked, and I can't even put the words. Like, when I saw that, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Got to be kidding me. So Tyler's standing a good chance. I think it's gonna be like 45 minutes from here, but yeah, his odds are good. Man, I'm shaking. Feel kind of nauseous. Gotta try to drink something. I mean, it's rough. It's been a rough day.
Get it. I'm gonna get it.
Oh man, had my doubts, but I think he's gonna get it. I think he's gonna get it. I mean, the last pitch is just, it's so tough with that no air. I mean, you're at 13,000 feet in climbing, but then you clear that top corner and you see the observatories, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm like close, I'm like almost there. Yeah, yep. Just a half an hour, you got it. Say 30 minutes, you got it. Not even 20 minutes. Go, go, go. Explode. This is one for the ages. I don't know if I'm gonna ever do this again. But damn, that's cool. Wow. half mile. This is it. Last pitch. In the bag. One for the storybooks.
Is that camera dead?
Yes!
What's that?
Yes! Top of the world. Yeah. How was it?
I honestly don't remember anything. Like my whole life is all condensed to just this one moment. You know what I mean?
Oh, so sweet.
I really wanted to cry at the top, but I am just void of
Yeah.
fluids and emotion.
I mean, this is just one of those things that just, it'll take a lot of time to sink in.
Water.
The impossible hill climb.
Lance climbed that, but he got off his bike.
Well, we rode from Waipio at 6:45 this morning, and we just finished. Got to the top, world's first for the impossible hill climb. I thought really it was impossible for a few times there, like really impossible. That was unbelievable, and the feeling of cresting up here above the clouds. So in retrospect, I'm so proud of Tyler. The Vegan Cyclist has proved himself more than just a YouTuber, but he is actually a really tough son of a bitch. I mean, this guy made it up the impossible climb, something that a lot of pros would have just buckled and been brought to their knees on. So, would I do it again? I don't know. Yeah, maybe give me some time. But am I glad I did it? You're damn straight. That was one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life on a bike. Definitely glad we had the support from Canyon. Cheers to a world's first on the impossible climb.